put the paper on here and just look at me, and how do you know Jon Patterson?
He's my representative in my area.
Can you say Jon Patterson is my...
Jon Patterson is my representative in my area. And before that, I knew John at the hospital.
And what do you know about Jon? What do you think about Jon? And don't look at him. You got to look at me.
I know. Well, he's very intelligent.
Okay, 1 second. Jon Patterson is very intelligent.
Jon Patterson is very intelligent.
Say it one more time, sorry.
Jon Patterson is very intelligent. And what I liked about when he went to the state was that he was young and could work well. And
Very good.
Yep.
Say one more time, I know Jon Patterson because he's my representative.
I know Jon Patterson because he was my representative in my area.
And how else do you know Jon Patterson, and use his name when you tell me?
Yes, I know Jon Patterson from the hospital. He was a surgeon there, and I knew him and his family and everyone. And actually, I met his parents.
Okay, great. Can you tell us about property tax? And you got to
Okay,
look straight
now,
at me, and you can hold that.
Yeah,
Can you tell
my
us
daughter
about...
and I, it's kind of a tradition to go the first time the tax office is open at the City Hall, Lee Summit City Hall. And we went down there and we paid our bills. And I get a stamp that it's done. And it's nice to know it's paid. And we go out to breakfast downtown and make a day of it. So.
Now, are you familiar with Jon helping to keep property taxes low for seniors?
Right. I read that on Facebook.
Okay, what did you say? Jon Patterson. And
Jon Patterson.
Let's start over.
Now,
Jon Patterson.
Jon Patterson, I had read articles and literature that I received about a pamphlet about what he's doing to help the senior citizens. And as myself, I will tell you that I have many friends that live over at John Knox, and I can tell you one of the reasons is that they don't have taxes and things like that.
That's right. That's very good.
Yep.
Anything else about Jon Patterson you want to talk about? We talked about you knew him as your state rep. You knew him at the hospital. How did you know Jon Patterson at the hospital?
Actually, I have several friends that work at the hospital, and I met him at one of the meetings that he conducted to tell about what he was doing, and that's how I met him there.
Do you think politics today is too confrontational and people aren't getting along, or what do you think about how things are going in government?
Oh, well, as former President Trump said, his doctor, one of them said, we got to make this world a little bit not so angry, and especially 291. And we must work together, have young people. We have several that I know that are here because my grandchildren went to George Mason in Washington, D.C. I'm very familiar with what's going on there.
Yep. Would you be able to say Jon Patterson does what's right for our area, not Jeff City interests?
That's
or something
right.
Like that? So start the sentence with Jon Patterson.
I believe that Jon is working for the people in his area. He has come to several of the meetings and talked, and I was there, and so he, like I said, he takes care of his district area.
Very good. Can you hold up your property taxes towards me?
Like this?
Yeah. And say something like, these are my property taxes, and thank you, Jon Patterson.
Thank you, Jon Patterson. These are my tax from 2023, and is when I get the 2024, I'll be grateful and helpful, and thank you, Jon.
That's very good. Can you think of anything else?
Oh, I
Millie
love
did
that.
great.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, you did really well.